Rock the Mic All Arts has partnered with the AIDS Healthcare Foundation and their affinity group, Black Leadership AIDS Crisis Coalition, for our second annual Finding Your Voice writing workshop, curated by Elle Michelle and Stephen Valentine. All right, so before we go into our next segment, here, a word from our sponsors. So, the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, you came to the AIDS Healthcare Foundation for a writing workshop. This is what it is, you're probably curious. So, founded in 1987, AHF began as a network of hospices committed to fighting for the living and caring for the dying. Since then, AHF has expanded, turning hospices into healthcare centers and building a new paradigm for HIV care both in the United States. We explored writers' environment, brainstorming, organizing, and proofreading. We also use writing prompts about PrEP and PEP to incite more creativity.
Nothing is impossible with this universal pen. For the release is everything that is held within, propelling me past the blocks to just begin, just to do, just to.
Guitars, trench coats, and members only metal containers turned into.
The Black Leadership AIDS Crisis Coalition is an affinity group of the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, which I so proudly represent. You follow me, you see these things. We have our cool little table back there. You have your black bags, your swag bags with some really cool stuff in it, like condoms and information on PrEP and PEP. The group was developed to create a coalition of Black Americans, cultural influencers, and health advocates that through the use of innovative, culturally relevant. Well, let's get right into it. We created a safe space for new and seasoned performers, as well as members of the LGBTQ community.
It is our way to be boot and badge, shaved head and iron. This is a mockery. Where are your manners? Haven't you learned the only colors we need are green and red, fire and brim, burning the outcasted thinkers to the ground? This creativity will cease. It will see no more light, for our sake.
Fickle. Scandal arose from exercise and financial lies. The noble startup formed with relationships disguised. The PayPal Mafia is a real crime family responsible for this death, pain, and agony.
Oh my.
Hello, America, land of the free, home of the brave, a place where family can become one and friend of. We're supposed to use all the words. I tried to use all the words.
It's fine.
All right. All right. Hello, America, land of the free, home of the brave, a place where family can become one and friends of all kinds can be.
Or shipwreck, if honesty could save me. With my choices, long distance or short focus, always searching for something similar, or till I come up with, always searching for something similar, something familiar, till I come up with ill preparation. When am I ever prepared to face the mirror? So I am staring at these instructions as I self-destruct. I was drunk, I know, but what the fuck, or what date exactly did we fuck? As you know, 72 makes thing.
Life is a hurricane, forever swirling, linking chains. Those releasing moments, free of stains. Life is a hurricane. Tough as diamonds and soft like water, that infinite change brings past slaughter. For once I was a daughter, filled with life of hurt.
No. All right, so she says no. What is PEP? PEP is post-exposure prophylaxis, also known as post-exposure prevention, is any preventative medical treatment started after exposure to a pathogen in order to prevent the infection from occurring. I be like that be the plan B for HIV, you know what I mean? But post-exposure prophylaxis means taking HIV medicines with. By the end of our workshop, participants learned what post-exposure prophylaxis is. PrEP. Do we know what PrEP is?
Yeah.
What's PrEP?
It's the pre-exposure prophylaxis.
There you go. He said mercury exposure prophylaxis is a medicine taken to prevent getting HIV. PrEP is highly effective for preventing HIV when taken as prescribed. PrEP reduces the risk of getting HIV from sex by about 99%. PrEP reduces the risk of getting HIV from injection drug use by at least 70%. The finale of our showcase featured A Cup of Joe, Comedian Untouchable, and Salam the Poet. April is National Poetry Month. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this mini recap of Rock the Mic All Arts and Black Finding Your Voice Writing Workshop, all paying homage to HIV awareness and National Poetry Month.
I shaved. So, I figured I'll just come with family poetry, if that's okay.
So
does anybody know what trichodecaphobia means?
Girl, that's too long.
It's a fear of
or 13.
Trichodecaphobia.
Girl, trichodecaphobia, what the
fuck?
13.
Fear of 13.
Fear of the 13.
Fear of 13.
Somebody reads! Black girl magic. All right, trichodecaphobia. Derived from the Greek words tri meaning three, kadeca meaning 10, and phobos meaning fear. The fear of the number 13, or Friday the 13th. There are people who today still believe that evil things lurk within the harmony of the
And I was like thinking about what I was going through. I call this Dark Night of the Soul. A place where I came to create an experience, relearn and live, only to be trapped into a revolving door of deja vu. Constant events replaying before my eyes. I asked myself, why? What sick game is this? But then I remembered I agreed to come into this dimension through my mother's womb during this present moment to overcome and evolve for the future of my offspring and bloodline.
Most beautiful dream I ever thought I could dream, and she gave her life to me. That scene we made was golden. When her story unfolds, history is told. She had the patience of the old. Her zeal was real blasphemy. She said she gave her half to me, and she did. She gave the other half to you, to young women who were never forced to run, those who could stand alone, an army of one. You were given a dynasty that the wisest of the wise or the blind can see, but we, as a construct of society, have forgotten that you are a queen here. Have you forgotten what you mean here? You are royalty. How? Can you let them take blood from your stone, take mud from your rose? You are all yellow rose stripped, written in prose. My queen of the Nile, her throne was bones all the while. She gave you a kingdom. You had everything you ever needed and then some. Her legacy was stolen, ripped open. Tell me, are you young, wild, or broken? Either way, just remember that you are all something aren't you? You are all something aren't you? You are all beautiful. Even when you grow old, still see the new in you. Liberate yourself today. Just know that love won't conquer it all until you conquer the fall. And my queen gave you those things. So princesses, please just remember that her great return lies within each and every one of you. Each and every one of you are legacy tonight. This right here is legacy tonight, and you are all invited because once upon a time we used to praise queens, and tonight, we still do.
Life is a hurricane, forever swirling, infinite chain, money, a teleportation into all it contains. We'll travel into infinity. Here, right here, we gather in the quiet of its serenity. A complete blackout, except I am a flickering flame, illuminating contrast for every second.
Then a third. Question God about something a blood test had already confirmed your heart stopped. Body now ridden with something you couldn't get rid of. You prayed for deliverance from the disease preying on your immunity. Breath caught in throat while you try to catch up with the new reality that you are now part of the last social club you ever wanted to be in. and you can never leave. Society says this is a death sentence, from which there is no reprieve, and you believe them. Unknowingly allow them to tie shame to your ankles to prevent you from overcoming your circumstance. They say, you be dead man walking. Casket sharp corpse caught in purgatory. Stagnation between hell and somewhere somehow worse. Stuck with a curse no one deserves, in shock and unsure, but you came a long way since then, haven't you? Just like magic, you took something tragic and turned it beautiful. Story of resilience, despite of and in spite of a battle some may call cruel. Tell them each scar is a story of how you push through, and how every breath you take is validation to those fighting the same battle as you.
Massaging my memories of sexual fantasies on a boisterous bed of loose nuts. His dick is supreme and my pussy is deluxe. I blew his horn like a truck driver. This bliss is taking me higher, beasting me out, leaving sensations in my erogenous zones for days. My vaginal walls he slayed. I had his toes curling like activator, powerful Jedi slaying like Darth Vader. He Princess Leia.
Doing my single thing, single ladies, wait on that, make some noise, single ladies.
Woo!
That's when you know you single for real. And you get that little single, that's when you single for real. All the bitches that be like, yeah, single. Them the bitches that got that reserved it. You know, the one that you can just call at any time.
Show you right.
Yo.
Yo.
There we go. That's better, right?
Those y'all don't know me, I am Salam the Poet. I'm just go straight in. 525,600 minutes is measuring a year in love for some, but for others, it's a tune associated with transmission. Constant reminder that each second could be closer to death sentence if not treated this temple like it's not owned, but rather rented. The fairy tale is that foul lifestyles have to be lived for you to fall under the fate, and some forget constant provisions and prescriptions as people depict LGBTQ as poster child, all the while forgetting the young man that made too much magic with his Johnson, the young lady who couldn't let her appetite go wanting, the common stream.
Hold up. Slow down, we here, wait, hold on. Do we need to take another hold on, 1, 2, 3. You here, you made it. Clap it up, he here.
525,600 minutes is measuring a year in love for some, but for others, it's a tune associated with transmission. Constant reminder that each second could be closer to death sentence if you don't treat this temple like it's not owned, but rather rented. The fairy tale is that foul lifestyles have to be lived for you to fall under the fate, and some often forget that constant provisions and prescriptions. As people depict LGBTQ as poster child, they all the while forget the young man making too much magic with his Johnson, the young lady who couldn't let her appetite go wanting, and the common string that threads them together is being too positive and believing that they and others were negative minus the testing. The addict that found remedies in his stress by injecting dopamine and shared those with the same few that wanted the same ease. There are seeds fighting involuntary battles, so I guess the conversation leans more towards less who has it and more about knowing your status. Peace.
Yo. We hope that you enjoyed watching the recap of our Finding Your Voice writing workshop held in the community room at AHF South in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. To find out about Black events, how to get tested, PrEP and PEP, scan this QR code and it'll take you to anywhere that you need to go. Special shouts out and thank you to EduFlow Educational Program for raising funds and collecting supplies for the 2023-24 school year. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Oh, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Rock the Mic All Arts.